size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for listening and coming in to hear me ramble about my most favorite subject, comic books. My name is Jose. I love comic books, and I like sharing these with you. Like and subscribe, everybody. So, this is it. This is the end of the Todd McFarlane run before he left Marvel and went to Image. We're going to cover his last three issues. 13 and 14 are a two-parter, and then he had a with Rob Liefeld team up with X-Force. He drew one issue, and Rob Liefeld drew the second issue. So really, it's three issues. After this, he is done at Marvel, and unfortunately, he has never come back. He is all Spawn all the time, and well, with a little Batman here and there. Um, Again, ripping his own cover for number one. He does do the art, but it is a little sloppy. So, we're dealing with like a subterranean culture. Here they have that she got a perm, but that's why her hair is a little weird. Um, so this is when they were newly married. This is great. This is a great panel here. Great pose. This is why Todd earned his money and why people loved him so much. Um, Anywho, that's kind of why he shows Mary Jane and Peter so lovey-dovey, is because they were newlyweds during this time. So I truly miss Todd McFarlane's drawing. He did a few drawings in the beginning with Spawn. I think he drew like the first 12 issues, but then everything after was a little hit and miss, and eventually he opted. This is Morbius. And then a little bit after that, he look at this thing. It just, I don't know. um, I'm not big on his writing, but when you've got a superstar who wants to write his own stuff, you just let him do it because the art outweighs it and people will buy it. People will buy a bad story that is drawn well than they would with a great story that is drawn badly. Comic books are about the art. Real quick here, good pose. I like it. So, um, just know that. Sorry, I went through it too fast here on the last one. Just know that in comic books, man, you gotta find a way to get good art and good writing at the same time. Doesn't mean that it has to be exceptional at all times, but um, most people, if you want them to read comic books, you've got to compromise in a way that you can get good art with good writing. And it's just his writing, unfortunately, is just not very good. And if you try, I mean, really try to read these. If you have them, tell me what you think. I think the art is beautiful. For the most part, it does seem a little weird. Good hit, good showing of the. But it just, I don't know. He's all right. His Spawn gets super verbose. So I mean, look at all these words. Just so verbose. And I don't know whether he does that because he thinks that's what writers have to do is stick a bunch of words in there, but I think the writing is cluttered. And Bendis, toward the end of his Superman run, and Bendis, who is a great writer, that dude was putting in. I love this. He's ripping himself from the cover of Marvel Age. He did a Marvel Age cover with with uh, with this. I found the cover here, Marvel Age 90, and you can see here he basically is ripping himself. And I found a copy of a black and white one also. So that Todd, man, he can draw for sure. So here we go with the last issue, X-Force, or sorry, Spider-Man 16. It is his last issue. He only does the first part. The Rob Liefeld does the second part. I think he took his time with this issue. So this issue is sideways, so that's why it looks a little funny. He just thought it'd be kind of cool, so I get it. Wanted to experiment. So X-Force and Spider-Man are taking on the Juggernaut. Great. I like this. It's a chance to really experiment. So if you're not familiar with X-Force or the X-Men during this time, it's alright. It was complicated. And they edited, or not, but I guess he had him hitting the eyes, but they made him redraw that part. So good art. So this is it. This is the end of Todd McFarlane and his run here on Spider-Man. So um, golly, he's there's a few covers that he's done from other people, that blank covers that he's drawn, but man, he's really stayed out of Marvel. So we're gonna go ahead and just show you the final part, just because, for completion's sake. So this is Rob Liefeld, and here we go. Um, he drew it himself. So Rob Liefeld is Rob Liefeld. I've said many times, art is subjective. Some people love him, some people hate him. Uh, the dude sells. So it doesn't matter what you think of him, whether you think he's the worst artist ever, this dude sells books. So um, it doesn't matter, imperfections and all. When something comes up, people will go and buy it. So here we go. So didn't take very long. So all right. So I don't know what else to say. Todd McFarlane is definitely missed in Spider-Man. So all right. So that was it. Todd McFarlane's run in Spider-Man is now complete. All the videos are out there. So like and subscribe, and thanks for listening.